understand what happened in Landview. I was sure I was taking my pills, or at least I thought I was, but I don't know, maybe not.
Believe me, this is not your fault.
I ruined my chance to get to know you again.
We'll have other chances, lots of them. You are my mom.
I like being called Mom. Dorian, you're awfully quiet. You're angry with me, aren't you? I'm sorry I was such a difficult guest. Forgive me?
Oh, Melinda. Would you like me, or would you like us to stay with you a few extra days in California?
No, you go home. I have work to do here. I have to find out who I am again. But you'll call me, won't you?
So much you'll have to unplug your phone. And we'll check with your doctor every single day.
We didn't get to do all the things I wanted to do. You know, the walks.
And any kind of weather.
Shopping trips.
A one-on-one music course.
No, none of that. But there is still time to give you some advice. That must sound strange coming from me.
I'm listening.
Stay away from people who hurt you. That's it.
Thank you. I have to feel for you. By your bed, maybe, and think of me?
Thank you, Kelly. This helps so much. I'm going to miss you.
Grandparents. I was told that they were killed in a private plane crash just after Melinda's accident. Is that right?
They were coming home to be with the girls. They went down in northern Kentucky.
Where in Kentucky?
Just outside Bracken. I brought the bodies home myself.
You did?
2 coffins side by side in a hearse. Here they lie. Just that way. It was a small funeral.
That must have been terrible for you. I mean, the woman you were taking care of her whole life, dead, and Melinda in the hospital, and my mother probably emotionally tormented.
It was the worst day of my life. Day for one.
You all right? I'm an absolute wreck. But thank goodness we didn't have to fly commercial.
Well, as soon as we're airborne, I'll have Brandon the steward whip us up some tea. How's that?
Thank you. You've been absolutely wonderful to us. Hasn't he, Kelly? Because I feel so badly about having to take Melinda back to the clinic, but I didn't have any choice.
Obviously, she's in very good hands with Dr. Angel, then.
She's already made an improvement. That's because she's getting her medication. That's something else I feel guilty about. Do you? Yes, it may seem unreasonable, but Melinda was, after all, staying with me, and perhaps I should have been more vigilant.
But you said that she insisted on medicating herself.
But I shouldn't have trusted her. Do you know how hard it is to say something like that about your own sister?
I can imagine.
No, you can't. Of course you can, Kelly. He's one of the most sensitive, perceptive men I've ever met. Of course, that would include Mel.
Well, I am sorry that things didn't work out the way you'd hoped. But that being said, Kelly was able to spend a few weeks with her mother, and that's something.
It isn't enough for Kelly, though. She blames me. That's fine. But still, that makes her feel better to make me the scapegoat, so be it. My shoulders are broad. However, I'm quite exhausted. I'm going to just take a mild sleeping pill. You look so sad and disappointed.
You can't imagine.
Miss Stonecliff.
I'm perfectly fine. Just give me a moment.
Do you want to go back to the farmhouse? I mean, I'm sorry if this is too much for you.
I don't come here often. Sonya's not dead to me. When I want to be with her, I sit at the piano in the house. I imagine her beautiful hands filling the room with music. I can see her in her long white concert gown, acknowledging the ovations of applause, her arms full of roses. So lovely, so remarkably gifted. No, she's not here.
You were very proud of her, weren't you?
I wish you could have known her then.
That's why I'm here. Because I want to know and understand.
Would you like to see some of her scrapbooks?
Yes. Oh, yes, please.
Well, let's go back to the house.
You feel steadier now?
Oh, yes, quite.
Then let me ask a question. What were Dr. and Mrs. Cramer doing on that plane?
I thought I explained.
They left home when our youngest daughter was in the hospital, seriously injured. When Cassie's mother was emotionally distraught because of the riding accident that destroyed her sister's musical career.
Sonya was even more distraught. After all, she appreciated what Melinda had lost. Dr. Cramer hoped that a few days at the lake would help her recover. And the girls had me. I've been their surrogate mother all along.
I see.
Can we return to the house?
Oh, of course. Miss Stonecliff, you mentioned that the day of the Cramer's funeral was the saddest day of your life except for one. What day was that?
The day I had to have Melinda committed to an institution. Now, please, can we go?